Samuel Rocha, Samuel Rocha.
All right. So I have to ask, Sam, what drew you to Full Sail University?
I was in 5th grade and I saw this commercial when I was watching TV, and like all I saw was like all these things that were like morphing into each other or whatever, look pretty organic, like shapes or whatever, and then all of a sudden like at the ending it just turned into like an Xbox controller, and it said like we do gaming here, and it said here at Full Sail, and I was like that's where I want to go, so I just stuck to it.
When did you start to know that game art was your passion?
Kind of ever since I was like really young. Like I always liked video games and I always liked drawing. So, and like I always did like every single art class I could take growing up and everything. And like whenever I had the chance I would draw like all the time. And whenever I played video games, like I always wanted to know like the art behind it and everything. So I'd always go to Barnes & Noble or something or look online and just look at like all the art behind it, the sketches, everything.
So studying game art, what's been your favorite class so far at Full Sail and why?
So far art history, I mean, even though that's like not exactly something that I am more going to be doing, but I thought the teacher was really cool. She's probably one of the best teachers I've had so far. Andrea Callis, her name was. And I'm a really big history nerd too, so like every single time like something was going on, I was like, I know this. Just loved it.
For sure. Favorite video game?
Favorite video game? If you asked me that years ago when I was like little, I'd probably say the PS1 Spyro games. And if you asked me that like 6 years ago, I'd probably say Batman Arkham Asylum. But now, with like all these new graphics and everything, because those were like my favorite video games throughout time. But today, I would have to say God of War, like the newest one that came out.
We recently had the Full Sail Hall of Fame. What sessions did you attend, and what one was your favorite?
Let's see, I mostly attended meet and greet game art, the meet and greet game art ones, and my favorite one was the first one that I went to, which I think that one was on Wednesday, and there was a dude there that worked at Ubisoft, which is a company that I want to work for, and he told me, and I asked him a question like, oh, like, did you like it, or what was it like? He was like, yeah, I liked it, but he said he just didn't like how everyone just only spoke French, and he was the only English speaker there. But I mean, I could learn French kind of, so I mean, who knows?
All right. Were you able to attend the Fortress ribbon cutting event?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
So your dream job would be working for Ubisoft. Why do you like Ubisoft so much?
I mostly like Ubisoft games a lot, mostly because of the Assassin's Creed games, because like I said earlier, I'm a huge fan of history, and I also like art, so like I also like the art styles that they do all throughout the Assassin's Creed games, and then like I love the history behind it too, even though like the history that they do, like it's not 100% like real or whatever, but I really liked all that, so that's where I'm just like, why? And it's in Canada too, so I mean, go out and explore. So,
do you have a favorite Assassin's Creed game title?
Let's see. I would have to say, it's one of the Ezio trilogies. That probably Assassin's Creed 2. I'd have to say, either Assassin's Creed 2 or Revelations. Yeah.
What's the best thing about the Full Sail campus?
Let's see. Best thing about Full Sail campus. I guess I'd have to say it's kind of the students, because there's like a wide variety of students that you could meet everywhere you go, and like no matter what, somehow you always end up bumping into someone that's like a beyond different degree program that's not even close to yours, and then you just somehow able to network with them. It's awesome.
What was your Hall of Fame block party experience like?
It was pretty nice. I liked it, even though like I was all the way towards the back end, so I didn't really get much, nor did I ever really see much. But I thought it was pretty fun. There was a bunch of free food and a bunch of networking that I did with a few people, and then I loved the fireworks and the show. So that was pretty fun.
Yeah. Do you have a dream job title or an area of work you'd like to go in?
Let's See, I would mostly like to do concept artwork, at least so far, because I'm not really big into like these new digital arts and like 3D modeling and stuff like that. Like I'm still working on it, which I'm more of like a traditional artist. So, which traditional art is kind of like a big thing that goes into game art, because like you have to start off with concept designs and stuff like that, which I'm a really big fan of concept art, because that's what I like to do. I like to draw multiple ideas that could go with something, and then I like to show them people which one's the best, and then they choose.
If you could, I see you're wearing a Spider-Man shirt. Would you like to work on superhero games, or do you have a favorite superhero?
Of course I love to work on superhero games. Favorite superhero, I'd have to say Batman, for sure. As basic as it is, it's Batman. So, yeah.
All right, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
2, 1. All right, Sam, you have a favorite food and why?
It's definitely spaghetti with meat, and I don't know exactly why it's my favorite food. I mean, growing up, I just always wanted to eat it, like, all the time. Like, every week, I always demanded we have spaghetti day. And then it wasn't until I took, like, Ancestry.com, turned out I was Jewish Italian, so I was like, I guess that makes sense. So, it's that carb crave or something like that.
Coming down to Full Sail University and moving to Florida, do you have a favorite thing about Florida?
Well, from me being from Michigan and like I lived out in the middle of nowhere. Like my school is literally 20 minutes away from my house. But like living in Florida, I guess I like how everything's like around you. So it's like I don't have to waste gas to drive like 20 minutes to go to school, or I don't have to waste gas go 20 minutes to Target or something like that. So that's what I like, is like everything's walking distance or like a 5-minute drive radius.
Why do you like the TV show Game of Thrones?
Let's see. At first, I did not like it when people started talking about it at my school, and that was probably around when I was in 6th grade. I just wasn't really interested, because I was like, that just sounds like medieval porn, like how they're describing it. I was like, that doesn't sound good, sounds mainstream, whatever. Until my stepdad was telling me about it, then I started watching it, and I was like, okay, this is actually really, really good. Like, you don't know who's going to die, so it keeps you watching. And then there's actually like a really good plot, and it's a continuous plot that stays throughout all the seasons. It's not like some season where some shows were like in like a specific season. It's just that one plot and that one plot only. Then the next season they have to figure out what's the newest plot or whatever.
What did you think of the ending of the last episode last Sunday?
I thought it was just an ending. Like, I didn't think it was the greatest ending, but I didn't think it was like the worst ending. I mean, I think it totally could have gone better if there were more episodes in the season. But the way how they ended it, I think it's just an ending. I mean, I think it just could have gone better.
Favorite drink at Starbucks?
Or drink at Starbucks. Depends what day it is. If it's a day where I haven't had my caffeine yet, it would probably be Java chip frappuccino. But if it's a day where I did have my caffeine already, but I just need like something cold to go down, I think it would be the mango dragon fruit lemonade.
Favorite movie?
I would definitely have to say The Dark Knight. Like, I've at least seen that movie 300 times. It's like good composition, Heath Ledger. Thought it was just great.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.